Well, hello YouTube. Well, with spring in the air, the big cleanup comes to mind. You know, you're wanting to get things cleaned up. Stuff that's accumulated over winter, stuff that has, well, piled on up. So of course, you've been throwing things in the trailer all winter, project garbage and stuff that's just, no longer any good. However, of course, because you've been using your garage to do project things in, and because it's kind of an unfriendly, unheated type of space, you didn't really want to spend more time in there than just making your couple of cuts and leaving. Your garage kinda ends up like this. Now I'm not so really proud of this, kind of the way it's become, but at the same time, at least it's being used, not, empty. Now, of course, some of the stuff is stuff for secondhand store that is good, too good to throw away, and of course the wood cuttings are from the project, and generally it just needs a really good organization. Of course, I got to sweep the floor, pick up the wood cut-offs, and put those in the trailer, and still want to build me the wood rack that I want to go right in there. But with the warmer weather coming, some of those projects I'm hoping will get done this year. So of course, guys, let's get in here, fire up the tunes, assess the situation, and we'll see what kind of progress we can make. Okay guys, so here we go. Of course, got some of the tool room took care of. It by no means is in a finished state yet. This over here is kind of a combination of unboxing videos, odds and ends, things that don't really have a proper home anymore, and things that I'm not sure exactly what to do with. If I throw them away, I will need them, but as long as I have them, I don't need them. That's the way I find things turn out. I would like to move those two bottom cabinets into the laundry room, but the laundry room project is a few years, away. And if I throw them away, then I will wish that I had or have kept them, because I'll find a use for them, possibility in the shop side of the garage here. Got a lot of the tools and stuff like that put away. Folded up the table saw and made room here for the wall slider saw and the stand to, go back where it belongs. Out here in the shop side of things, I've been a little bit of tinkering. I got rid of the Goodwill items that I had here, sorted them out. I kept a couple of things. I got rid of a majority of them. Of course, big change is swept up all the cuttings, folded up that saw, got rid of them. Still undecided what to do with this door. I really didn't pay anything for the door here, so I'm not out nothing if I happen to make it disappear. And I really don't have anything that this would fit in the house here, and to tuck it away is kind of doesn't really make much sense. I could try to list it and to sell it, but I'm not 100% sure if it would be something that somebody might want to buy. Of course, right now just finishing trying to get an area here clear. I need to bring up the tools from downstairs, which will probably fill the best part of this area up, and it'll be a little bit before I can get them squared on away. Of course, one of the things I'd like to do this summer, which shouldn't cost a lot considering majority of it's already done, I'd like to put another bundle of insulation in that wall just to finish that off, a little bit of vapor barrier. Stand up the OSB that I've got tucked right there. Pretty much, maybe you can tell, there's about 5 sheets sitting right there, which would be enough to finish this wall here. And I would like to build, the wood rack that I've been talking about for over a year now. I do have the steel from a previous project, kind of leftovers. It's sitting in the big, scrap pile, kind of rusting away, so you know, might as well use that. I'd like to finish sheeting this wall here, just so it's, well, you know, kind of presentable as well. And do a couple more things for security wise around the shop here. With the economy the way it is, people are tending to stick their fingers on things that don't belong to them, and they happen to follow them home. They've been kicking open people's garage doors, as well as you know, breaking into sheds and vehicles, and I've done a pretty good thing to my sheds and garages to help prevent that. But you know, if they want in, they will cut a hole through the side of the garage or shed to get in, versus, well, you know, trying to kick in the door that you've already reinforced. So of course, guys, let's sweep up this here, get this all squared away, then well, we should be close to being good to go. So of course, guys, apologize for the spots on the lens of this here camera, but well, it's the way it is. I'm looking to replace this camera here soon as I can get finances together. Well, one of the things I like to do on the exterior of the shop here, obviously I'm going with a white and blue theme, is I want to paint the exterior trim all the way around the appropriate color, which would be blue. But before I do that, I need to replace that there board. It is rotten, and I don't really feel like painting it or filling it full of filler and then having the filler fall out. So of course, painting all the way around, getting that all squared away. I would like to change this dumb motion light for a little bit of a smarter one, because obviously, as you see, it is daylight and this one likes to come on. That motion light is one of those ones without a photocell. Basically, it'll come on regardless of whether it's day or night when it senses motion. Well, of course, down the side of the garage, if finances permit, I'd like to widen the walk-in door a bit. Right now it's got a 32-inch door, and that's a little bit small for some of the things I do want to bring through. I know I do have the garage door to do it and bring wider things through, but it'd be nice to have the opportunity to get a nice steel walk-in door, kind of like a commercial grade, but those things are like $600-700 or so. Depends on, well, where you get them from. Of course, down here with this window that I installed, I don't know, pre-YouTube, probably somewhere around 2008 or so. I never did paint it at all. It is installed the best that I could install it at the time, but I think I can deinstall it and install it better now than what I did, well, then, right? Then of course, whether I need spray foam or silicone or so, I want to paint up all the trim, seal it all up nicely, and then, well, it should be good for another, well, 10-15 years or so, right? Pretty much carrying along the paint all the way down. You know, painting the trim. When I bought the garage, well, when I bought this house years ago, there was a window back here. Well, it had a crack in it. Now, I don't know if it's from kids throwing rocks at it going down the back alley, because keep in mind, there was a wooden fence here, but it, you know how kids are, sometimes things get broke for no explanation, right? So I'd like to finish this off. When I did the garage project, I did sheet it in, frame it in, insulate it in properly. Just this side was left, well, exposed and raw. Now, of course, I can't put an actual window back in there, or I don't want to put a window back in there. So I was thinking of framing it out with the brick mold, maybe making some fake shutters or so, and calling her good. Well, obviously here, you guys never did get a chance to see the videos, but in the fall of 14, I started to trim trees back here because I had big plans for an electrical service in the garage. So of course, got back here, I trimmed out a lot of the larger trees that were growing back here for years. Some of them were actually resting up on the roof, which obviously would cause trouble over time with the shingles and such. However, of course, my Well Echo chainsaw happened to grow legs and walk away. I know exactly where I put it, exactly how it was locked up, and somehow they were able to get in and take it. So by the time I was able to get a new chainsaw under my feet, it had already snowed, was already winter, and basically never got back to it. So that's one of the projects I'd like to do here this summer. Get these trees all the way out of there. Of course, continue the blue paint all the way down the side. There is enough room back here that a guy could use this as storage, or build a rack of some kind to hold other material. So of course that's kind of the shop side of update for the things there. Some of the things will come to reality, some of the things won't, based on budget, but basically you kind of start in one little corner, get the shop clean, get it usable, and work your way from there. Well, pretty much got all the dirt and stuff swept up. I know I probably could get it better than what I already have, but I guess, well, it is a shop, it is what it is, and well, if plans go the way I want them to, they'll just get dirty again in another few weeks. Of course, sticking with what I'd like to do to the shop or garage over this summer. So of course, trying to keep the expenses this year at a minimum. Hopefully everything starts to pick up soon. We can start out again with some good projects, get things rolling back to where they were, and everything will be fine. But guys, pretty much thanks for joining us on this spring 2016 shop update. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.